You know, I gotta be honest. The Hollow Punk just isn't worth it. I mean, this isn't even my Hollow Punk. Like, from the start of the game, I wasn't even planning on recording this. I just, like, was playing some Fallen matches, and I got into this with this random dude. And he's been using the Hollow Punk, and honestly, it's kind of ass. Like, for $8,500, getting 4 of these, you could, like, have, like, a maxed out Pursuit, I was thinking earlier, because he was getting Pursuit, and he was maxing out these Hollow Punks, and I'm like, you know, instead of getting these Hollow Punks, he could easily just be, like, you know, maxing out Pursuits. So, like, why waste the tower slot? You know, that's what's kind of confusing me here. It's like, is this tower even worth it? I don't know. I don't know if I'm even going to want to get it. You know, I'm going to be straight up with you. I just don't think it's that good. Look at it this way. It's decent splash damage. Like, it was doing good against the Fallen Souls at the start of the game, which, honestly, all respect to that. I mean, it did help out. But in a solo run especially, why would I waste a tower slot and my money on this thing? Like, forget the tower slot. Just think of it from a money standpoint. Why would you waste your money on this? It's just not worth it. It doesn't seem like a great tower. I mean, granted, I never even tried getting it. I don't think I'm going to want to get it. I don't have a reason to get it. I mean, maybe for candy corns, I'll get it like this update. I do have my Umbra Commander code coming in soon, so maybe I'll play Umbra Commander in the event. But, like, I just don't see a reason to use it. Personally, I think, whoa, why is my mouse sensitivity so high? All right. Personally, I think just for newer players, it's better just to run, like, even just something simple like Soldier. Like, I genuinely don't think that there's any reason outside of, like, small splash damage to use this tower. It feels really bad. It's underwhelming. It only has 3 levels. I'm going to take a screenshot here, actually, so the screen's going to go frozen. That's going to be for the thumbnail. I just don't really think that there's much of a reason to waste your money on that. It's super underwhelming. It's no more than a D. It's like a light C tier, I'd give it. Like, I know I've been watching other YouTubers do it, and, like, personally, I just don't see it. I don't see it. I mean, look at what it's doing right now. It's not doing anything. It's just been Ranger Simulator for the past, like, 10 waves. Now I'm starting to get engineers, and this guy's getting accelerators. But, like, it feels weak. You know, I said that about 50 times. It just feels weak. You can use, like, Motor. Motor is probably a much better replacement for Super Easy. Like, Motor isn't hard to get. It's only level 75 to get Motor. So it's not like a whole grind to get Motor. I don't see any, like, bad things about Motor. It's super easy to get. It's useful. And honestly, it's definitely better. It's 100% better than Steampunk thing. I don't know how easy mode is. I'm going to clarify that. I don't exactly know how easy mode is. You know, I haven't played the easy modes yet, and I'm probably never going to because they're boring as hell, probably. But if it is easy, then I guess the tower shouldn't be that good, but it's still an event tower, and you do still have to put time into it. So I just don't see it. It doesn't feel like a good enough tower to be viable in that kind of sense. Also, did they update this UI? I don't remember wave 40 being blue at the start. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't planning on recording this. I'm actually about to go play golf, so I'm like, you know what? It's kind of whatever. I'm like, okay. So now here I am. Kind of just doing my thing. Let me just use this for the hell of it. And, wow, Rangers are actually really good. So, yeah, don't use this tower. I don't think it's worth it. It's definitely not worth it. It's pretty bad. It's a pretty bad tower. I'd give it no more than a C tier. Actually, I wouldn't even give it a D tier. I think it's pretty much a D tier tower. It's hopelessly bad. There's no reason why you should be using this tower over something like Motor, for example. If you really need the crowd control that bad. I think Agryptid, that one YouTuber, explained it in a really good way, saying how it's like or no, it wasn't Agryptid, it was a Corso. Explained it as like a hybrid between splash and crowd control. Something like that. Or support and crowd control, right? But it's not good at either. You shouldn't have to use this tower. it's useless. Honestly, that's all I wanted to say. It's kind of a quick 5-minute video. I just wanted to get something out there on why I think this tower is kind of bad. I don't see any reason for using it besides, like, if you're like a new player and don't own motor, but even then you shouldn't be using it. So yeah, that's about it. Don't use this tower.